welcome to Toastmaster Time TV. I'm your host, Happy Skywalker, and today we have a very special 2016 Spring Conference episode. We have our evaluator tonight, Ashley Harkness, to give us an idea of what to expect. Ashley, can you tell us what's coming?
Yes, Happy. We were fortunate we have two experienced Toastmasters, Manoj Ramanan and David Dye, who have come to give us some insights into the district conference in some very interesting ways. I'm sure it will be an exciting show.
It sounds super exciting because conference sounds very exciting. Our spring conference is May 14th this year, and I know that there are some amazing pieces coming, amazing speakers and educational sessions that we'll learn a little bit more about. Manoj, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Happy.
So you will be doing a speech tonight about the spring conference.
Yes.
How many speeches have you given?
I've given 9 speeches so far.
You've given 9, and how long have you been a Toastmaster?
About 9 months.
9 speeches, 9 months.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're doing this at a good pace.
I think so.
Yeah. What are your Toastmasters goals?
I would want to complete my competent communication by next month, and then I plan to take up the next set of manuals, which is the Advanced Communicator Bronze, Advanced Communicator Silver, and I would also like to take up a few leadership roles in my club.
Okay. So basically following the Toastmasters communications path.
Yes.
Doing that. So that sounds really cool. You know, that's kind of how we start. Do you feel prepared to give your speech?
I hope so.
Okay. Well, I'll give you a moment to go ready yourself. And during that moment, I want to let the viewers know a little bit about the Toastmasters educational program, which actually has 2 tracks, a communication track and a leadership track. The speech is from the communication track, which contains manuals that give you an idea of what to speak about and what to work on and learn during that speech. We refer to the objectives of the speech. Ashley Harkness is here to talk us about what Manoj's objectives are today.
Well, you heard Manoj say that he's given 9 speeches. In the Competent Communicator Manual, the 10th speech is where we see all of the previous skills that he developed, plus the insight of someone who is going to inspire us and motivate us with his topic. It should be very interesting.
It should be very interesting. I hope so. So this speech is titled, Elevate Your Toastmasters Goals. This is Manoj Ramanan with Elevate Your Toastmasters Goals.
Imagine for a moment that you walk into a stage and you address an audience filled with hundreds of people. Every single pair of eyes is glued onto yours. Every single one of them expects you to wow them. But all that you can listen to is the sound of your heartbeat. What do? Ladies and gentlemen, this was never a goal for me when I joined Toastmasters 9 months ago. My goal was simple, to get over my fear of public speaking and to just take tiny little steps. I wanted to give my icebreaker speech and I wanted to take my goals really slowly. But something changed. Something that made me want to elevate my goals, elevate my ability, and elevate my dream. And I realized that I wanted to be that person who gives that speech in front of hundreds of people. Do you have such a vision for yourself? Do you have such a dream? Do you want to give that inspiring speech at your conference? Do you want to give that perfect evaluation to your coworker? Whatever be your goal, I'm here to tell you, you can not only elevate your dream, elevate your goal, but you can also achieve it in a time that you did not even think that was possible. Today, I'm going to share with you my experiences that I hope will help you elevate your goals. I walked into the District 57 Fall Conference last year with no expectations. I saw 3 speeches in the agenda, one of which was from a public speaking champion. That speech grabbed my attention from the word go and never let up. At the end of the speech, I was wowed. Every single thing that I thought I would learn in the Toastmaster manual was put up in a dazzling display. At the end, I was inspired. The seed of wanting to give a similar speech in front of a huge set of audience was born that day, both in my mind and in my heart. Seeing courage in action is believing. If you want to pursue your dream and give a huge speech, you need to watch the experts in action. Elevate your goals. After the speech, I observed a few spectacular evaluations. We all know that at Toastmasters, evaluation is such a core and critical activity because it provides a really safe environment for us to express ourselves. But at the conference, I did not just observe people giving good feedback. I saw people giving really specific feedback. Feedback that could potentially hone the style of a speaker. Now, I have given a couple of terrible speeches at the start, but I just wish that I had such amazing expertise that I heard at the conference. Leadership is not just about elevating yourself. It's about helping other people elevate themselves. And you get to do that by perfecting the art of evaluation. And you can only learn that art by learning from the best in the business. Apart from the speeches and the evaluation, I was just thrilled to be part of that crowd. It was such an incredibly diverse set of people from different walks of life who are doing a lot of different things and making an impact. But everybody shared one common goal, and that was the pursuit of personal growth. The people that you associate with matter. If you want to set high goals and if you want to overperform, you want to bond with the right kind of people. It's been a few months since that conference got over, and I've already gotten kicked and moving along with my goals and my dreams. And I'm here giving my first Toastmaster TV speech, and I also signed up for the international speech. What about your goals? What is that one ridiculously big dream that you have in your mind? I'm telling you, it is possible for you to take a step in that direction right now. I am excited that the next district conference, the D57 Spring Conference, is scheduled on May 14th. I will be there. What about you? Now just imagine for a moment you walking into that stage, seeing an audience of thousands of people, everybody's eyes glued at you, and all that you can listen to is the sound of your heartbeat. You take a deep breath and you wow them. That could be you.
Wow, that was awesome. I went through a whole range of feelings there. Ashley, can you tell us how he did on his objectives?
Well, as I said earlier, the objective of the speech is to inspire you. And what Manoj did, he took us on a journey. He started out with talking about why he joined Toastmasters and what his dream was to find. And then as he went through this, he talked about his experience at a conference before, which takes us into the real sense of understanding the expectations that a person could have if they were to come to the conference. So along those lines, he carried us right on through down to the point where he was asking us to pre-visualize what it was we wished to see when we went to the conference to make sure that we had our dreams and our goals fulfilled. So I think he was very successful in the inspirational part of the speech.
Yeah, awesome. How about the components leading up? You said this is the 10th speech. It's the culmination of a lot of other little lessons. Did you see anything in there you want to point out?
Well, first of all, he talked about his icebreaker. That's the very first speech. This is the most interesting one, for it gives him a chance to just get up and talk. We learn what he can do. Then it's about getting organized. He was very, very organized. He got to the point, which is very important to this. His gestures, his voice, his control of the organization and his speeches and the words he used was very well done. Ultimately, he gets up to the later parts of the Competent Communicator Manual, the Project 8, the Project 9, which is another inspirational speech, Speak with Power, and you can see the power that came through with his choice of words. So in terms of fulfilling the objectives, did it.
Awesome. That's great. Thank you so much, Ashley. We are going to come right back after a quick message.
Name an effective political leader in history who couldn't speak well.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
There aren't any.
Because when it comes to a disease,
Freedom requires leadership, and leadership requires oratory. You have to speak to be heard.
I have a dream.
It's all about personal growth and guts.
Never give in. Never, never, never.
Welcome back to Toastmaster Time TV. This is our spring conference episode, and I'm here with David Dye. Hello,
Hi.
David. How are you doing?
Very good. Happy. Nice to be here.
Excellent. I'm so glad you're here. So you are a Toastmaster who I believe has been here a while. How long have you been a Toastmaster?
I joined Toastmasters in year 2007, and I haven't stopped. So till today, it's about 8 years.
Wow, continuous working through speeches and projects.
Yeah, and I also try not to miss any single meeting.
Wow, how many clubs are you in?
At one time, I belonged to 2 clubs, and now I belong to 1 club.
Okay, keeping it manageable. Where are you on the educational accomplishments available?
During the last 8 years, I finished 4 CCs, Competent Communicator Manuals.
Wow.
And I finished 4 CL manual also, Competent Leadership.
Okay.
And I finished my ACB, Competent Communicator Bronze, and also finished my CLB, Competent Leadership Bronze.
Okay, so the advanced awards, you've gotten into some of those. That's awesome. You've obviously accomplished a lot. In the communication manuals, that includes at least, 40 speeches you've done?
I think so.
And the leadership manuals, you've done a lot of different leadership roles and projects.
Yes.
Amazing. Do you have any future plans that you're working towards?
Absolutely. I want to get my DTM, and I want to take the leadership roles in the area, in the division, and maybe in the district.
Okay, what does DTM stand for?
DTM stands for Distinguished Toastmasters. That's a goal for each Toastmasters.
It's a goal for each Toastmaster. It is actually my goal, too.
Yeah.
So it's the top Toastmasters accomplishment.
Right.
Yeah, so that's worth doing for sure. Do you feel ready to speak tonight?
I think so.
Okay, well, I'll let you go settle in, and I'll have a moment to talk with our evaluator, who will tell us a little bit more about what David Dye is doing tonight, which is a little unique. Instead of doing a continuous regular speech, Ashley will tell us what David is going to do, which is a little bit different.
Well, table topics, impromptu speaking, is something that the person is not usually prepared for. You give them a topic, they have to create an opening, a body, and a close, if they can. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but it is a skill that we practice because everyone has to do that eventually. So you'll be giving David some questions, he will be responding, and then at the end we might have a moment to talk about how well he did.
Okay, so speaking on his feet.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm going to feed David some questions. So, David, my first question for you is, can you tell us about the District 57 Spring Conference and why members should go to it?
Absolutely. The District 57 Spring Conference is going to be happening on May 14th, 2016 in the California Academy of Maritime in Vallejo, California. This spring conference is going to be hosted for Toastmasters in District 57, but anyone who is interested in the values and benefits of Toastmasters is welcome to attend. I'm going to give you 3 top reasons why you want to be there. The top reason, number 1, context. In this conference, 16 best speakers from this club, from District 57, are going to come together to compete. Reason number 2, the keynote speech. The world public speaking champion is going to come to give a keynote speech. You don't want to miss it. The top reason number 3 is networking. There's going to be a huge time for networking. You are going to meet the Toastmasters from all the different clubs in District 57.
Excellent. Okay, so I've got a stretch goal for you. What else at conference would members be interested in?
Additionally, other than the 3 top reasons I just mentioned, you are going to attend a lot of different educational sessions during the conference. This time, we are going to do the TED-style talks. Each topic is going to be 15 minutes. And we are going to have 9 phenomenal presenters coming together to give you excellent TED-style talk during the educational sessions. You don't want to miss it. I am excited to listen to those speakers, to learn something from those topics.
Awesome, awesome. So I know that every conference we have kind of a headliner, a big name, a keynote speaker that comes to entertain us. Who is the keynote this time and what are they speaking on?
This time we have Darren LaCroix as our keynote speech speaker. I know Darren a long time ago. He's the champion of 2001 World Champion of Public Speaking. Wow, the world champion. You don't have that many chances to listen to the world champion to speak. And this is going to be the opportunity for you. Darren is the author, he's the comedian, and he's also the founder of Humor Institute. You are going to be motivated. He's going to make you laugh, and he's going to give you a lot of useful information that you can apply into your career. And the speech title of the keynote speech is Speaking Outside Club, for fun, for profit, and club building. You don't want to miss it.
Okay, so I know that there will be a little more. What else will Darren LaCroix be talking about?
Yeah, other than the keynote speech that he's going to deliver in the morning of Saturday, he's also going to give a speech called the Comedy Keynote on the Friday night before the conference. So we have a small show called the Friday Night Showcase. He's going to be giving that speech there. If you want to be a comedian, you don't want to miss it. Other than that, on the Saturday educational session, he's going to deliver a speech about how to prepare a presentation step by step. This is going to be applied to everybody, especially if you are the new Toastmasters. You want to learn how to prepare a presentation. And he's going to teach you how to do it.
Awesome, David. Are there other educational sessions also at the spring conference?
Absolutely. The reason for the Toastmasters, for members to go to the conference is to learn something. Bear that in mind. We also arrange a lot of other educational sessions for the members to benefit. This time, we decided to do the TED Talk style presentations. In total, we are going to have 9 topics, and each topic is going to be 15 minutes. And the presenters are all phenomenal. You are going to learn something by participating in those sessions.
Okay, awesome. Can you tell us about the contests that'll be taking place at the conference?
That's the meat part of the conference. A lot of people there is because of the contests. In this spring conference, we are going to have 2 different types of contests: international speech contest and tabletop speech contest. As I mentioned before, 16 best speakers from our district are going to come together to compete for the best international speech speaker and the tabletop speaker. For me, personally, I like the tabletop speech a lot. You are going to see those best speakers come together, and they are going to talk about maybe 1 word, or maybe 2 word, or maybe 3 word topics. Let me give you an example, like topic, wow, or like the topic, oops. You need to talk about from there. For the international speech contest, that's the thing that you don't want to miss. They are going to be given 5 to 7 minutes speech. And they have a great stories in each speech. So in that 1 hour, you are going to be listening to 8 different stories. You are going to see the humor in the speech. You are going to see the strategy in the speech, or maybe you are going to see the heroes in the speech. You want to see how they are going to put the story together and present it. I'm excited to listen to those speeches.
That was awesome. Thank you so much, David, for taking that risk of answering unprepared questions on TV. I think that's a wonderfully brave thing, and you did great. Let's hear what our real evaluator has to say on this, and that's Ashley Harkness.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
The table topics is a very difficult skill to master. And what we've seen David do is to handle 8 questions, actually 6 questions right here. Each one of them stayed on point. He had an opening basically of each one, although they were a little bit different as he went down through it, as he got into it. And each one covered the points that he needed to make. So I would say this is an excellent example of how you do a table topic session, because he got his points across, and he got them across succinctly and on time.
Wonderful, yeah, nice little soundbite answers.
Exactly.
Wonderful. At this time, we'll take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Name an effective political leader in history who couldn't speak well.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
There aren't any.
Because when it comes to a disease,
Freedom requires leadership, and leadership requires oratory. You have to speak to be heard.
I have a dream.
It's all about personal growth and guts.
Never give in. Never, never, never.
Welcome back to Toastmaster Time TV. I'm here with Ashley Harkness, our evaluator, not just of our speeches, but the whole show. How do you feel about today?
Very special show because we were talking about an event that's coming up into the district, which is very important to the district. It is not only the time when we elect new officers, but we also have these notable people coming, and we have education sessions that are benefit for everybody.
Yeah, and you have been a Toastmaster for a while, if I understand this correctly.
Joined before 1999.
You joined before 1999.
Yeah.
And you've been a continuous member.
Yes.
Wow, that's awesome. So you've been to a conference before, I assume?
Actually, the first conference I went to was at the Maritime Academy in Vallejo.
Which is where we're having it this year.
Exactly. We've been there several times because the venue is absolutely perfect for our work.
Okay. And how long ago was your first conference?
2000, I believe.
2000?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Have you gone to a lot of them?
Yes. Not only that, but I've also been to some international conferences, things like that. So I've been around on a lot of this.
Awesome. Yeah, I've been to a number of conferences as well. I find them super rewarding. I'm really glad every time.
They are the step outside of the club to get you into a larger world of Toastmastering. And the world of Toastmastering is very, very large.
Yeah, yeah. Gosh, there's a phrase that I love so much. It's to get everything out of Toastmasters.
You'll never get out of Toastmasters.
If you get everything out of Toastmasters if you put in, what is the phrase?
I gave it to you already.
Oh.
You're never going to get out of Toastmasters.
Yeah, if you came to get everything out of Toastmasters that you put into Toastmasters, you'll never get out of Toastmasters. I don't know, but I buy it. I love this place and I love these people. Thank you so much for coming tonight to Toastmaster Time TV. We've had a fabulous show. I truly hope to see everyone at conference this year. I'm definitely going to be there. If you want to know more about Toastmaster Time TV, please visit our website, which is toastmastertime.com. If you want to know more about District 57, which sponsors this show, please visit d57tm.org. And if you want to know more about Toastmasters International in general, that is at toastmasters.org. And if you're not a Toastmaster today, I hope you are soon. Have a good night.